The content in this video may offend some viewers. If you're easily offended, please turn away now. There is multiple content on YouTube you can watch instead. At least I gave you the warning about it. Viewer discretion is advised. Bumblebee, wanna get a pizza?
Boy, you so fat.
Yeah. Alright, I'll put an annotation where you can actually skip this part of the video, including the intro. But what I wanted to say was I'd like to I'd like to send a special thank you to Robot Hero Toys. Here's all the information you need about them, because this figure actually came from their personal collection, and they knew that I wanted it, and when we met up at the toy fair last time, I received this figure, and I'm very grateful for it. It's a great figure, by the way. By the time you're watching this, by the time this is actually public, I'm probably in the same place as him right now. So, I just wanted to say that. Again, if you want the information, there it is. You can check him out on Facebook, and all that. So, anyways, let's get this review started. Hello guys, I'm Canadia Reviewer doing a new video review for you guys. Has there ever been a figure that you just needed to get because you expect it to be your holy grail of figures? Well, this is pretty much it. As you guys know, I am in love with Transformers Prime, and I got a lot of figures that are really hard to get. Robots in Disguise Megatron wasn't rare at the time, but all of a sudden it's getting really hard to find. Beast Hunter's Prowl never saw it in retail. There's a high demand for Dreadwing out there. This is the only Shockwave I ever found at a retail store. But nothing has ever compared to the rarity of Nightmare Unicron. But my holy grail figure of Transformers Prime that I just needed to get was first edition Bulkhead. Let's take a closer look and see exactly why I had to get this guy. So as you can see, this is Bulkhead in his alt mode, and as you can clearly see, it's the manliest of cars! If it weren't for copyrights, I would play it, so I'm just gonna say, Instant Self-Destruction! Bulkhead rolls quite well on four wheels. He has transparent smoky windows for that glorious smoky window look, because you love it. He's got this green color and a darker green, although it may not be accurate to the Transformers Prime show model, and the Takara one may be better. I honestly prefer this one. This one, it does look more like a toy, but it just really shines with this color. You know, this is the big green guy. It makes him distinct in front of everyone else. Although I will admit, we have been getting a lot of big, bulky green guys. Show up the pictures. The one thing I don't necessarily like is this has got a brown tone to it, but other than that, I love this alt mode. Even with its little boulder thing in the back, it just looks like a giant disco ball. Body up in the air. This is the most accurate Transformers Prime Bulkhead vehicle mode to date, but wait till you see its robot mode. Speaking of robot mode, transformation! Hey, RC, I have something to tell you. What? Hey, Bulkhead. But I thought you and me were a thing. What do you mean? I thought I loved you. I don't understand what's going on. Fine! Start a wife, marry a family. I'm gonna do that all by myself if that's physically possible. Good day! Okay then. So like I was saying, Bumblebee's a prick, right? So here's Bulkhead in his robot mode, and as you can see, his fat is overtaking the camera. It's time to get the wide lens out. So here's Bulkhead in his robot mode, and he's perfect, he's beefy, he's bulky, he's accurate, he looks like a model. Like, seriously, I can't believe that this whole entire thing transforms and accordions in such a way that is so beautiful and so unique to Bulkhead. That's what I love about this Transformer. It shows that Hasbro and Takara aren't just doing, like, simple transformations. No, they've innovated, alright? They've innovated in the past 5-6 years, okay? And this is proof. Look at the coloring, look at it. It's distinct to Bulkhead. Look at this. Oh my god, it's even got the wheels in the back and everything. Lots of nice detail. No kibble in the back. Absolutely no kibble in the back. You can count the tires as kibble, but it's accurate to a show model. Other than that, there's nothing on the back. Nothing on the back of the legs, nothing on the back of the torso. Everything just comes together in a nice little way. It's like Bulkhead is a puzzle piece and they had to figure out where everything went, and they blew it out of the park. And I guess you can say that Transformers are technically puzzles, so that's redundant, but my point still stands. The one thing that I think the RID has over this, and something else that I'll talk about in a bit, is that the mouth doesn't move. I wish the mouth could move on this figure, but it still is a great head sculpt. It does have some light piping, however, unfortunately, that is painted over with blue paint. A very nice little touch goes with his hands. Now, you can flip his hands in, and you can plug in his little mace weapon, whatever you want to call it. Now, that weapon can be applied to the other hand. But, if you want, you can just flip that in, and there you got a cannon. It's perfect! What's also cool is, this weapon has a hole in it. So that means you can still plug in weapons if it's thick enough. Or maybe you can't. Yes, you can! I don't care how many times I get asked, I'm not going to do it. I am not, okay? I repeat, I am not. I am a human being, I deserve my freedom, and I don't want to It's clobbering time! Now this figure has a couple of flaws. One of them being, he is fragile. He is really fragile. More fragile than most figures. Now that's not to say that as soon as you pick this up, it's going to break, or it has knockoff quality. It's just how it's designed. And I do not like how the arms are built. I don't like, well, not necessarily how it's built. It's just, he has really strong joints. I have seen a lot of reports about stress marks. Fortunately, I've shaved down the pegs, so I don't think I'm going to have that issue, but it's something to search up if you're wanting this figure in the future. I've never really put these two together, except for maybe once, but not like this. Wow, there's a lot of heat. Go green or go small. Also, something kind of cool, he has a hole on top of here, so you could probably get that mason. However, he's also got a hole in the back to where that little plug plugs in, but you can also put in the mace weapon there. Storage! Now, to kids, I recommend the Beast Hunters or the RID version a lot more than this. I think kids are going to have fun. I think kids are going to enjoy those figures a little bit more than this. And also, to make a point earlier, this figure is more brittle than most figures. However, to any collector out there, this is the most accurate representation of Bulkhead I've seen to date. And I think this figure surpasses any animated Bulkhead, any Prime Bulkhead, probably even the Air John Bulkhead. I don't know, I don't have that, or Springer, however you want to call it. So let's go to my overall review. So overall, what I recommend first edition Bulkhead? Hell yeah! I mean, he's not a figure for everyone. I don't recommend this guy to kids because I get the feeling that they'll easily break it. But as far as collectors go, he's accurate, he looks good, and to be honest, he tops any other Bulkhead that's come out previous. And even in Transformers Prime, he tops any of the Bulkhead. Like, seriously, this guy can do a smash down and things and stuff. I don't know wrestling terms. So anyways, that's pretty much it. I thank you guys for watching. I'm the Canadia reviewer. I'm going to eat some bacon.